Okay, so points, lines, and segments. Points, segments, and lines. A and B and C are all points. Points do not have any dimension. They're zero-dimensional. We use capital letters to refer to points. P and Q there are the endpoints of a line segment. So we can call that line segment PQ or QP, and we use the little flat hat to denote a line segment. Line segments have one dimension, which is length. They're one-dimensional. We can measure them because they have a starting point and a stopping point. Those are the key words. That's what I'll be looking for. So, on to lines. Lines, we use the arrows on the end to show that they go on forever, just like in algebra. We can't measure them because they go on forever. And we use any 2 points on the line to name a line. Right? We just happen to have drawn in A, B, and C there, but they are just 3 points of an infinite number of points that actually form that name. We form that line. We've just called those out by name. We can call that line any number of things. Again, we can name it by any 2 points on its line. On to rays. Remember we said rays are like a hybrid. They have an endpoint on one side and then they go on forever on the other side. So they only go on forever in one direction, but they have a definite starting point. And we name them by the endpoint and then any other point on the line. And the hat that we give them is the one-sided arrow hat. Remember, hat is not a math term, that's a Mrs. Bright term. So, an example. Please ignore the printer in the background. That is going to be called ray TS. That's the only thing we can call it. This one, we have options. We can call it BA or BC because we have to start with B, that's the end point, but then we can use any other point on the line. One thing we'll see with rays is we connect them very often. First thing we're going to learn about is opposite rays. That there looks like a line. Well, if we look at it as ray XY, right, just that portion of it is ray XY, and that portion of it is ray XZ. Those are what we call opposite rays. Opposite rays have the same endpoint. They go on in opposite directions forever. Collinear points are just points on the same line, right? Line and then co to mean on the same line. Just like co-workers, co-captains, co-managers, company, compadre, all those have that co prefix. And there's your assignment. That was your assignment because I didn't get your workbooks on time. So, have a great night. Oh, didn't close my parentheses. I guess I can do that now. There.